Hey! Okay, this tutorial is lesson number something. I'm not sure because I couldn't be bothered checking. Um, I don't know numbers. Well, I mean the numbers of the tutorials as opposed to actual numbers. I know numbers. It goes 1, 2, 3, and so on. There's your proof. Anyway, so this tutorial is we're going to be looking at how to read the scopes. It's going to be very short. It's yeah, we're just going to be looking at things. So I'm just going to pull up this little thing here. I'm going to drag in this thing called petting dog. All right, use notes. I've already clicked that. That's right. I was doing things without you guys. Yeah, I can live my life. Bring in viewer. I'm going to click both of these, highlight both of them, shift click each, and push F. And what does that do? It links them together. You can come down here and take a look. Make links. Cool. Excellent. Yeah, that doesn't work on friendships. You can't just like bring in two people in a room and then push F on your keyboard because you're probably pretty lonely. You kind of have to go out and meet people. But you know, it did bring me a girlfriend, so hey, I'm not sure what that means. But okay, so I'm going to drag this along, across. Both of those can be the same thing. Okay, cool. There we go, done. Tutorial over. No, just kidding. I should do that one day, just to show you guys how to click your mouse and drag things. Okay, view a node. Great, so we've got a cool image here. This person's got a dog and they're pushing really hard on its head. It's probably animal cruelty. Some would say they're patting the dog, as the sort of image is named. But I know animal abuse when I see it, because I do it to horses and swans only, if you've been following my other ridiculous tutorials. No, I don't. Don't tell, like, the police. I don't do anything to anyone. Alright, so let's take a look at this. Scopes. Okay, so this tutorial we're not going to be color correcting so much and then using the scopes in order to do so. So you may as well turn off now. No, just kidding. I'm going to show you guys what they mean. Just a very quick one. So I'm going to close the histogram. We'll take a look at that later. And it's boring. I'm going to close this area. Just turns it on to full sample. Turns it on. What I'm going to do is open that up further. And nope. Actually, look, sample line is boring, but it's okay. Look, basically across the line, it maps the light across the line, if you know what I mean. Okay, so you drag a line, just say you see there's darkness here, there's lightness here. Basically, it's going to show us dark, 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 dark across. Oh, we're getting like midtones around here, and then light. Look at that. Okay, and also you can do so to other channels and see how they are affected. It's kind of cool, I guess, but I never use it, so don't use it if I don't. So I'm trying to do all this before my girlfriend gets home and stabs me, because that's the kind of relationship we're in. No, just kidding. We're very loving, and she's a wonderful woman. Anyway, so I'm going to pull that up. Okay, vector scope. I'm going to explain what this is. I'm sorry, I was just thinking, you guys must be thinking I'm completely nuts. And somebody actually posted in the Blender forums, you are nuts. But keep going. So, I really like that. Okay, so, and then somebody said, yeah, you are. Anyway. Alright, so what does this vector scope do? It tells us the hue that's currently being used and the saturation, the amount of saturation. What does that mean? Okay, I'll give you an example. I'm going to push Shift A, bring in color, balance, put that there, drag these across, and watch. I'm going to saturate in certain directions, and you're going to see it taking place in there. So it's telling us what hue it is. Of course it doesn't, annoyingly, it doesn't tell us with a letter or anything like, you know, yellow, blue, green, whatever, but you'll soon figure that out. Also, this light red line is the skin tone line. So if I push towards skin tones, what I think they are, you'll see it goes towards there. So that's kind of useful if you're going to color correct and you've got humans in your video or whatever, which should be a rare thing, but you know, whatever. These days, it's 2012, you never know. well, actually, the world's ending at the end of this year, so you better get all that color correcting in now. It's not ending, but anyway. Cool. Okay, so that's how the Vectorscope works. We're going to take a look at all that stuff and be cool, man, and you're going to figure it out and be able to use it well. Okay, so I'm going to bring up the saturation on here. The opacity on that, and you can also take a look at these, but we're just going to look at luma at the moment. So luma means light, and this is similar to the sample in the sense that it's mapping how the light levels are working across the image from left to right. It's kind of like a massive horizontal sample being taken. So I can see the highlights are down over here because the highlights are down over here. And you can see over here, look, a little highlight comes up. And you can see that happening over here as well. And you just move across the image and you can see in the middle a dog's face. Look at that, all lit up. It's a happy dog, face lit. Ooh. And you can see on the image here, it's all lit up and blah, blah, blah. And if you move across, it gets a little bit darker on the highlights, and you can just see these are taking place. The shadows aren't so prominent over on this side, and that's also happening. So that's how the waveform works. And one last thing I'll show you is, as you can see, there's 100, 80, blah, 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 all the way down to 0 down the bottom there. Now, what does that mean? Well, it basically means if something's below 0, you're losing detail in the dark areas of the image, in the shadows of the image. If it's above 100, you're losing detail in the highlights. That's not a bad thing. But it's basically a warning saying, hey, guess what? When you put this actually onto a DVD or you want to screen this somewhere, who knows, it might look a bit odd if you're looking at the computer. This gives you like a true representation of kind of what's going on. And also kind of lets you know, hey, use your creative judgment, but I'm just here to be annoying and tell you you're kind of below the, possible, I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, so just to give you an example, if I pull this down, you can see the hole, because I'm remapping what it means to be a highlight in this image. What it means to be a highlight. I don't know, what the hell am I talking about? I'm remapping what it means to be a highlight. Okay, that's a little bit too deep, I think, for this splendid tutorial. But yes, I was remapping the highlights, and as you can see, I'm pushing them above 100, so actually losing detail, it's becoming overexposed. That might be what you're looking for, and we're also underexposing. That also might help you to save some overexposure that happened in your film. That's how you can use it. If you crush the shadows in the image, you can see also, yeah, sure, if I go like this, that looks nice. Well, that could look nice. If I pull them there, that might look nice. But you can see it's starting to lose detail. That doesn't actually look very nice. But maybe you're going for that look, who knows? But you start losing detail at the top, and you're losing a number of detail down the bottom. You'll have to make a decision. Do I want that detail? Or is there something I'd rather keep hidden? Okay, so that's basically that. We're going to go into that more. This was just a quick overview of the things, the little tools. So stay tuned, and more is on its way. Oh, that was an SMS I just got, by the way. I mean, like a text message. Yeah, that's right. I'm popular. I'm about to start crying. Okay, thank you for listening. Good night, or morning, whatever. See you.